formal launch of the Postal Financial Services held today at the main complex of the Ministry of Posts and Telecommunication.
And on behalf of my boss, Minister Kruah, the Deputy Ministers, we'd like to wholeheartedly welcome you to this program. We say feel free as we go to this program. May God bless you.
Rain or shine,
you must go.
Rain or shine,
you must go.
Today we are here to unfold two or at most three products at the post that will have greater impact in the lives of our people and the country at large. Products that are expected to be introduced at the Liberia Post and the Postal Financial Services. We speak about both domestic and international remittances. We talk about utility bill payments. We talk about salary and pension payments, and so forth. Another product that we expect to see at the post office will be the microfinance, which deals with loans for small, medium, and individuals. And one of the things we expect to see will be e-commerce. Purchasing online. These are activities you'll soon be seeing at the post office. But let me first give you a background what brought us this far. First, please know that the ministry was established in 1978 with specific mandates. And one of the mandates was to perform an operational function. One is to provide accessible postal services to the people of Liberia. Two, to provide affordable services. And three, to provide reliable services to the people of Liberia and residents alike. Another functions the ministry do have is the regulatory functions, which bring into play the ministry regulate both the private courier services. For example, the DHL, the FedEx, and so forth. And the third mandate is the policy direction, which the post provide policy direction for the postal and the telecommunication sector. Now, for your information, the post is now transitional from the absolute traditional billing system to that of digitalization, which is the feature of the post. Many thought that the advent of RCT could pose a threat to the post office, but that provides the post an opportunity. An opportunity to diversify into new products, thereby making the post efficient, thereby making the post a viable competitor and commercial driven. In light of the above, the Universal Postal Union, in its drive to make the post an enabling entity, have passed several resolutions to enhance the digitalization of the post by introducing financial services, e-commerce, and other postal retailer e-services. In the last decade, the UPU, the Universal Postal Union, have placed a high premium on financial services, which lead to financial inclusions. Similarly, these products support the government of Liberia Pillar 3 of the Postal Agenda for Prosperity and Development, and shall have a greater impact on government of Liberia financial inclusion policy, especially for rural dwellers who have limited or no access to a transaction payments platform. Our banking sector is now across the nation. We find our banking sectors are mostly in urban areas. So the services going to be provided, going to be a beneficiary to rural inhabitants. They will have the opportunity to use the post office as an access point for payments. Now, what are the direct role of the ministry into this partnership? One, the ministry will be providing its postal infrastructures across the country for the provision of these services. Meaning, our post offices across the nation will be the access point for these services. And other thing that the post office have there, for instance, the electricity and whatever, is going to be made available to Transxnd, our partners. The post shall have an access point for transaction of payment wherever a postal facilities are located. Wherever we are located, we have about 22 post offices across the nation, and we intend to increase that number. So wherever we have our post offices, Transxnd will have the opportunity to use those facilities. Thirdly, the ministry shall provide an enabling environment for the conduct of business during the lifespan of this project. Meaning, we have the post office, the Ministry of Posts, which represents the government of Liberia, shall provide a conducive atmosphere without intimidation, that Transxnd will be able to do a business without intimidation or some coercion. So thereby, the ministry has a responsibility to make sure that Transxnd operates freely without any interference. Fourthly, the ministry shall use its leverage with the Universal Postal Union, the Pan-African Postal Union, and other donor agencies to seek support in the enhancement of this project. We are going to the post office stand the benefit. The ministry stand a good opportunity to go out there to donors, meaning the UPU, the Universal Postal Union, Pan-African Postal Union, the West African Postal Conference, and other donors to make sure that they support this product. Because this product is very important in the lives of our people, especially in the rural areas. And the direction right now in our country is that they are more concerned for the rural areas, and they put project going to benefit rural inhabitants. Therefore, we want to assure you that the ministry will perform and fulfill its obligation under this agreement, and we can expect the Liberian public will enjoy the services that we're going to be rendered. Thank you so much.
Thank you, our Potent Director General of Post.
So I'm thrilled to be here today to introduce and formally present our Postal Financial Services project in Liberia. As the CEO of Transxnd, I am proud to say that this project is a significant milestone for us and for this great country. The Postal Financial Services project is a joint venture, like you are aware, between the Liberian Post and Transxnd, a global technology company. And our goal is to provide a safe, secure, and accessible financial services to every Liberian, regardless of their location or income level. This project will help achieve the goal as financial inclusion for all Liberians, and that is our focus. So Postal Financial Services will enable Liberians to access essential financial services such as savings accounts, loans, bill payments, local and international money transfers, and insurance products. These services will be available through the network of 22 post offices, like the DG has rightly said, across the country, and the thousands of partner agents that we will have in all 15 counties. I would also like to acknowledge and give a small shout out to our agents who are ably dressed in blue. Thank you very much. In this partnership, Transxnd brings extensive experience and expertise in delivering financial services in emerging networks, in emerging markets. Our innovative technology solutions and platforms will provide a secure, reliable, and cost-effective way to deliver financial services to our customers. The launch of this project is an essential step towards financial inclusion and economic development here in Liberia. By providing access to financial services, we can help individuals and small businesses to grow and prosper. This will also help to promote the development of the broader Liberian economy. For us, we are committed to providing excellent customer service and to ensure that our services are accessible to all Liberians across the country. We intend to work closely with our existing partners and also build a network of new partners as well as stakeholders to ensure the success of this project and to achieve our goals. So in conclusion, I want to thank everyone who has been involved in bringing this project to fruition. It's been a long journey, over 2 years, and I would like to give special mention to the Honorable Minister, Kruah. Thank you very much, sir, for your support in getting us to where we are. To the Assistant Minister Administration, Mr. Melvin Yelu, thank you very much for your support. And to the DG Post, Mr. Paul Thomas, thank you very much for your support. Without a doubt, our partnership with the government of Liberia is a significant step towards our vision of becoming a world-class postal financial technology solution provider, and that delivers essential services to our customers. Together, we can help build a more prosperous and inclusive Liberia for all. Thank you very much.
My name is Abdul, and I'm the CTO of Transxnd. Honorable Minister, all protocols acknowledged. It's a great honor for me to stand before you and talk to you about what Transxnd seeks to do for Liberians. I get fired up by a lot of things, but financial inclusion happens to be one that really, really gets me going. So, ultimately, as my colleague has said, Transxnd aims to drive financial inclusion, which is obviously a necessity to alleviate poverty and to achieve inclusive growth for all Liberians. Our journey, as my colleague has stated earlier, started about 2 years ago. It's been really exciting, and I know that's just the tip of the iceberg. It's only going to get better. So today, the Transxnd products that we're looking to bring to market, which is going to be an iterative process, we're not going with a big bang approach, because from lessons learned, we understand that sensitizing and ensuring that people understand the value and the benefits of the product we're bringing to market is critical. There will be no adoption without sensitization. So that's part of our approach to go to market. We're coming to market with remittance products. So for our brothers and sisters, both in urban and rural areas that need to get paid, that need to make payments, that need to transfer to friends and families and loved ones, they will be able to do that from the comfort of their homes or within their neighborhoods. As my colleague has stated earlier, we've got our Transxnd agent network, which you can clearly see wearing the blue t-shirts around. They live within our communities, they are trusted, and they will engage. We're ultimately bringing financial services to your doorstep. You don't have to go searching for it anymore. And it's going to be accessible, it's going to be affordable, and it's going to be safe. And it will be inclusive. Everyone, no one is left behind. We will also, as the DG stated earlier, through the partnership with the Liberian Government and the Ministry of Postal and Telecoms, the 22 post offices across the country will help us get to our target customers. We will also be accessible through our agents and through the web and the mobile app. So there's something for everyone. We're thinking about everyone, from the age of 15 all the way through to 85 years old. I only left the 5 years for those going to 90 because we don't want to put them under any pressure. So, now, what is really critical and different about what we're doing? unlike what others will do, where they bring Western models to how they create products. What we have done at Transxnd is to infuse AI and local knowledge, taking 60 data points that no one else is doing in the market. And those data points, and I'm glad everyone is sat down, it will surprise you. They include things like what language you speak, where you located, how many wives do you have, how many kids do you have, how often do you pay school fees, different things around how your makeup of how you live your life. Now what that really does is it ensures that we are bringing financial services built for Africans and localized for Liberians. It will be for the community that we've decided to create it for. So as I said before, nothing excites me more than this journey, because it gives me great pleasure to be giving back to the community that I belong to. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Financial inclusion over the years has been a very serious topic that has been around for many years on the agenda of international policy. And because it is very important, the UPU in 2013 had a forum on financial inclusion for development. When the minister and his team got to this office, considering many other things, they saw that this would be something that we have to pick up and run with. Today, we've gathered here to witness the successful launch of what used to be a dream, but now has come to reality. Honorable Minister, I want to say thank you along with your team. How did we get here? And this project, as the CTO and the CEO said, with all that they have said, is something that ties into how much every Liberian is going to benefit. The government will benefit revenue, people will benefit jobs as a result. We tie into government project we call the PAPD on Honorable 3. And mind you, let this word go out that Transxnd is going to put financial services on a strong will that there will be no competitive in Liberia. We will reach out, and as part of the Universal Access Program, that we are ensuring that people are not left out, they have to be connected. Transxnd is also playing that role to ensure that those somewhere in Bokolima, somewhere in Bokondri, in Sino County, that have no access to financial inclusion, they will meet Transxnd there.
Yes.
We want to assure you, our people, our guests, that Transxnd is going to be a valuable partner, very reliable, and you will always enjoy Transxnd. When you sleep Transxnd. When you talk Transxnd. Thank you very much.
We are happy that at least we are launching the Postal Financial Services today. You know, when we took over this ministry, we looked around from the third floor to the ground floor. We started checking what kind of contribution that we will be able to make to the government, to the people of Liberia, in our capacities as minister and deputy ministers of the ministry. The reason for that was this ministry, according to history, used to be one of the major contributors to our national budget. When the ministry was responsible for licensing communication company the assignment of frequencies and all of those, the ministry was very viable. But in 2007, the Communication Act for Liberia was amended. So most of the those responsibilities that were revenue generating arm of this ministry were all taken away and placed under our regulator that we now call LTA, the Liberian Telecommunication Authority. So it left the ministry with policy arm or policy making. And the only active sector that we have has been the Postal Department. But like the DG mentioned here, we know the Postal Department. Then we also noticed that over the years, with the introduction of internet, WhatsApp, and all these social services, the traditional mailing processes, for example, sending letters and things to the post office, also became very dormant, declined at all levels. Now the question then we began to ask ourselves, what can we do to make this ministry viable and to play some of the rightful place in among other ministries of government in Liberia? So again, with the capable staff that we have been thinking of many things to do. And one of them was the Postal Financial Services. And this is a dream that has been with the ministry before we even took over, because the former minister and maybe the minister before our predecessor were all part of the planning process to see what program that will be introduced by this ministry so that we can make contribution, so that the ministry can become an important player in our economy. And this is why you are seeing Transxnd here today. You know, when I sit with my financial people, the Deputy Minister for Administration, the technical services, we look at our performances or performance over the year or during the course of the year. And you say, look, our contribution to the national budget has been like maybe 150,000, 200,000, 300,000. We think this building, what more than this? What can we do? Do we fold our arms and sit? We thought that it was important to put our brain to work. So this introduction, the Postal Financial Services that you see today, it is intended to bring additional revenue to government, not just to just do services. We believe that in another 2-3 years, we should be saying that the Ministry of Posts is contributing more than $1 million to the national budget. And one good thing about it is that we started this thing so well that it is here to stay with the government of Liberia. We work at it, we look at it, we turn the document upside down to just make sure that we're not making a mistake. Now, in this public matter, we will appeal to the Central Bank of Liberia to give the final lessons to Transxnd, because we are satisfied with all of the preliminary work that is done. Because when they tell us, you know, that look, we intend to even on our platform, we will be able to even pay government salaries. Meaning that if you are where, I don't know, some of the places here, I went one time, I went to some part of Kruah, very far off. And sometimes they say, look, the first time say a minister, but we were able to plan a tower for telecommunication there. And we believe that those places should benefit from this kind of program. This is part of the financial inclusion. So we intend to work with them And I believe that, and I believe that other government offices that will work in collaboration with will also cooperate with us to working along with them. Okay, because the Central Bank of Liberia have been very understanding. I mean, every time we have gone to talk about Transxnd, about this Postal Financial Services, they will open the door right off to say, look, what can we do to make sure that this becomes a success? And this is a success story that we're starting now. It is not only the effort of the Ministry of Post and Finance, Postal Affairs Ministry alone. The Central Bank play a lot of role. The Ministry of Finance play a role, because for us to be able to say we want to set this as a public-private partnership, that endorsement also came from the Ministry of Finance. Then when we proceeded to, when we were able to get finally to get Transxnd on board after the vigorous PPP processes, PPC processes, we had to go to the Ministry of Justice for approval, we had to go to the Ministry of Finance for approval. So this project is not just a project that was designed and executed by the Minister of Post and Telecommunication and his Deputy Assistant Minister. This is a government project. You know, and we hope that as we go, you know, the government is always continuity. If you lay a good foundation, whether we're here today or other people are here, we believe that the project should continue because it's in the interest of the people of Liberia. We look forward to this, and we look forward to the cooperation of the public, cooperation of the business community. And I tell you, one of the advantages that we think that people will enjoy from the services that we will provide here is that we will work with the Central Bank to ensure that Transxnd offices will open longer hours. In other words, we may have the bank closed, all our banking institutions closed around 2 o'clock. It's possible we will keep our door open up to 6 and 7 o'clock in the evening in this building. That is, you can do all your running around and say, oh yeah, I have my money grant at the Ministry of, I got a notice for money grant, I will pass by the Ministry of Post to collect it, even if it's around 5, 6 o'clock. This service is intended for our people, it's intended to bring additional services to our people. And I'd like to say that on behalf of the President of the Republic of Liberia, who has been very, very supportive for all of our projects here at the ministry. We want to just thank you in this public manner, that we think that most of these things, you have the energy to do it when you follow the footsteps of the person who is in leadership. And I think, you know, he has sometimes speak about this, bringing services to our people, and we grab that one and say, look, this is in support of Pillar 3 of the PAPD policy, so therefore we'll run with it. And we think he takes the credit, because this is part of the platform of the government. So we look forward to working with our people. We want the press to help us to even speak louder and louder, let everyone hear what we're doing here at the Ministry of Post. And to the Transxnd family, and I'd just like to say that, you know, you were able to see the Deputy Minister for Operation, the Deputy Minister for Technical Services, the Assistant Minister for Administration, and our Assistant Minister for Operation also here. These are the teams you will be working with. Most of the time, we are out of the country, either you start meeting here and there. But you have a team that understands where we are coming from. So we believe that if you work closely with these people, you will have no difficulty. Any additional work that needs to be done to help us have this thing firmly on the ground. Again, to all of our guests, we want to just thank you for coming. And we will call you again. Let me just give you a small information, because you see, here we try to be innovative as much as possible. maybe the third week in April, will be extending another invitation for you to come so that we can launch our national digital address system for Liberia. And these projects are intended to make this ministry viable. That's the reason. And we will not sleep until we get there. We want to thank you for coming. And want to thank our partner for coming. And we want to thank our minister and deputy minister for their understanding and cooperation. Without them, we cannot do this. Thank you very much.
Over here at Postal, I'm not making hard working Minister Kruah.
And so, to the Transxnd family, on behalf of the government of the Republic of Liberia, through the Ministry of Postal and Telecommunication, we'd like to welcome you to Liberia. We'd like to welcome you because your endeavor to get on the Liberian map in terms of this project is long overdue. It's long overdue. But we believe that the ministry, our minister, and the deputies have been very innovative, creative, and think that your institution is the best institution to start this kind of business in this country. So, we want to assure you of our support in any area that even besides the Transxnd that you want to bring in our economy. The government of Liberia is pleased with all of the information that we have gathered about you, and so our doors are open. Whatever the case is, once it is operational between you and our people, don't hesitate. Our doors are open through the Ministry of Postal and Telecommunication. You have not started to do what you ought to do. But what we see in here, we just like to tell you that please look at our policy. 3, and it's the PAPD. We believe in transparency, we believe in accountability, we believe in hard work, and we believe that whosoever wants to do on these things, refer them to us. Refer them to us. The government is prepared to create the enabling environment for you throughout the length and breadth of this country. Because the postal offices, and it should be in all of the 50 countries. I think we are in 12 now. So we ensure that Transxnd carry us to the 3 so that we can pass down and be 50. That's Transxnd open. So we are happy for you because Transxnd, the way the minister spoke, the enthusiasm with which the minister spoke, we are confident that that final license will be given to you in a very short period of time. Don't enter anything on final license. Begin to operate. Begin to operate. As long as you are under this ministry, the government will give you full support. Full support. And so, I would like to thank you. It's a short message. It's not a message. It's only a message to encourage you. But as we begin to work now in-house, then you know how I can run my own business. So thank you to our invited guests, the Postal family, ladies and gentlemen, we say thank you.
Before I can give my official vote of thanks, let me just use this opportunity to congratulate and appreciate Minister Kruah, Kruah, the Postmaster General, Republic of Liberia. I worked with this ministry for the past 15 years. For the past 10 years before my ascendancy as an assistant minister. And I was here in the process when past leaders struggled to bring this financial service to up to speed. They tried, they went out to have international studies, they went to workshops out there, they were not still successful. But when we came here with the inspiration and the hard work of Minister Kruah and his team, today we are here launching the financial service. That is a boost to his administration. We also want to use this opportunity to congratulate the President for sending somebody to us, a member of the cabinet, who is here to fulfill his promises, his dream, his vision. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we want to also use this opportunity on behalf of the Postmaster General to welcome you all to this all-important occasion. And we pray that as you are here, stay happy and enjoy your time. Thank you very much.